Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a compare and contrast of the iPhone 13 Pro Max's cameras versus the Canon G7X Mark II camera. And I'm just gonna show you all of the clips in different lightings and different scenarios. And we're also gonna compare like the audio and everything like that. And guys, we are trying to hit 11,000 subscribers on this channel, so if you're new, make sure that you subscribe. Okay, I'm gonna hop into the video, but before I do, don't forget to hit the like button, and yeah, let's get started. Okay, that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next, and I will see you next time. Bye! I actually did a video similar to this maybe a year or two ago where I compared the iPhone 12 to the Canon G7X Mark II. And back then, I feel like even though the camera quality of the iPhone 12 was really good, like it was essentially the best camera quality at the time, I still in the end, after I edited the video, felt like the Canon G7X footage just looked so much better and it looked less like processed. Someone in the comment even said that it just looked more HD, and at the end of the day I felt like I preferred that footage versus iPhone quality and iPhone footage. But I wanted to see if the new cameras on the 13 Pro Max can sort of beat out the Canon G7X. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be about. So I'm going to start by just inserting clips of the two different devices and comparing them. And then next week, after I've edited those clips and like looked at them, I will give you like my final opinion on which one I think you should get if you're starting out on YouTube or if you're wanting to get it for YouTube specifically. So right now what I'm going to do is I'll do clips of the two devices with natural lighting. The camera I'm filming on right this moment is actually the Canon M50 with the 22mm lens. So if you wanted to see how both of the footage compares to this, also that's also like, you know, you can kind of see that as well. But the main focus will be like the iPhone 13 Pro Max and the Canon G7X. Okay, so this is the Canon G7X Mark II, and I'm just sitting in front of a window. What I love about this camera is the flip up screen, so when I'm looking at myself to make sure I'm in frame or to see how everything looks, it doesn't necessarily look like I'm checking myself out or I'm looking at myself because the screen is literally right above the lens. With the iPhone, however, I feel like if I'm looking at myself, you can kind of see that I'm like looking off to the side and looking at myself. And also I feel like this quality looks really good with natural lighting, so I'm curious to see what the iPhone footage looks like. And also this is the audio of the Canon G7X Mark II, and I will compare that to the iPhone. And also this is the audio of the iPhone. I want to show you what it sounds like, and I think honestly both of them can't beat the external mic on the Canon M50 but I still want to show you guys the difference. Okay, and then this is the iPhone footage. Again, if I'm looking at myself, you can totally see that I'm like checking myself out because I'm not looking at the lens. But this looks pretty good. This is like 60 HD, I think. So let me try 30 and show you guys. Okay, this is 30 HD. I honestly don't know what the difference is. I feel like 60 looks better, but I can't really tell. And then this is the back camera, so not the selfie camera but the back camera. And the cool thing about the iPhone, like the coolest thing about it in my opinion, is the wide angle camera. I think that's really awesome if you want to like vlog, because generally for vlogs wide angle cameras are better. Okay, and now I'm actually filming with cinematic mode, which I think is a really cool feature, because not only can you film with cinematic mode, what you can do once you're done filming is simply hit the edit button to add a filter to it. And I was sitting in the car the other day and I tried it out and I added the Vivid Cool filter to it. And I just thought it looked really nice. It almost looked like HD, like it almost looked like you were filming on like a DSLR. And that's the one thing that I think the Canon G7X Mark II can't really do. Like it can blur out the background a little bit depending on the situation, but not to like the extent of this camera. But still, I'm curious to see if the quality is good enough for it to be worth it. Okay, and then this is not necessarily low lighting, but I'm just like in my house. I'm not by the window anymore. It's all the way over there. So this is what I like about the Canon, is it actually it adapts really well to low lighting and different lighting situations. And again, when you're not in front of a mirror, you can still see yourself and see if you're in frame. The issue that I have with the iPhone is that if I'm filming in cinematic mode Or if I'm using the wide angle lens, I can't do the selfie camera, I have to do the back camera. So I have no idea what I look like. But let me switch over and you guys can see what it looks like. So this is cinematic mode in like lower lighting. It's not necessarily dark, but not like right in front of the window. I'm still in cinematic mode because I happen to have a mirror behind me right now, so I can kind of check to see that I'm in frame and everything. But when I don't have that, it kind of becomes difficult. But now I'm going to switch to fluorescent light so you can see what that looks like. Okay, I am in my closet, which has fluorescent lighting. So this is kind of what that looks like. One of the issues that you can have with the Canon G7X Mark II is that sometimes when you're in fluorescent lighting, it does these like little lines on the camera. And honestly, the trick to get it to go away is to just wait. So you don't even need to start filming or anything. Literally just wait for it to go away. Then you can start filming. But the iPhone doesn't really have that issue. Still in my closet with the fluorescent lighting. I'm doing the wide angle camera, so I'm using the back camera. So again, not sure what I look like. But this is what... I'm sure it's fine, but you know. Okay, I also just got a ring light last week. So I thought it'd be cool to show you what it looks like in like artificial light. So this is just with a small 10-inch ring light with the Canon G7X. And let me switch it to the warm light and then this is the iPhone footage with the cool ring light mode. Okay, this is what it looks like with the warm ring light. I hate it, so I'm gonna switch it. But maybe you like this look. I don't know. And then iPhone footage with the warm ring light mode. I feel like you can't tell as much of a difference with the iPhone, but we'll see when I edit. And this is sort of like the neutral light. Not too warm, not too cool. The first one we started with was the cool light. And then this is the iPhone with the neutral ring light. Just using the selfie camera so I can like see what I look like and make sure I'm in frame. Okay, and this is what the G7X Mark II looks like outside when you're like shooting people. And this is also what the audio sounds like when there's background noise. It's not great at filtering out background noise, but the footage looks pretty good. And this is what the footage for the iPhone looks like outside. This is the wide angle lens. So let me switch over to the other lens, and this is also what the audio sounds like. And this is just like normal lens, not the wide angle one. Okay, it is the next week and I am back. I have edited all of the footage and I've looked at all the footage, and here are my final thoughts. Basically, if you're only looking to film YouTube videos and that's like your main concern, you want really good quality footage for your YouTube videos, I would say go with the Canon G7X because I still feel like the iPhone footage is just not there yet. One thing though is I can't actually process 4K footage yet because my laptop, I got it in like 2014 or 2016, you guys. I don't even remember. So it can't even like export 4K. So I can't even upload 4K footage. So even though the iPhone has 4K capabilities, it's basically useless to me because all my other tech is like not there yet. So if you have 4K capabilities, you might, you know, find it to be worth it to just get the phone. And then also if you are trying to grow like a brand or like, I don't know, if you, let's say you want to be on YouTube, but you also want to be on TikTok, Instagram, all of these other apps, which you should be honestly, because if you're trying to grow on YouTube, you have to be on other social media sites to promote your YouTube. Then I feel like the iPhone is better just because it's a lot more versatile. You can do like wide angle lens, you can do cinema mode, you can do a lot. You can do 4K footage for your TikToks and your Instagram reels. And I just feel like if you're trying to grow yourself as a brand in general, like across the board, the iPhone just makes more sense because you're going to be able to work on it so much more and just do a lot more with it. And I think when you're starting out with YouTube, it's like the quality of the iPhone 13 Pro Max, it's good enough. I would say upgrade after a little once you realize that you do like YouTube and you are going to continue with it. But if you're just starting out, I feel like iPhone footage is good enough. And honestly, if you have iPhone footage and you want to like improve the quality, just get like an external mic that can plug into it, and then that will instantly make your video quality so much better. But honestly, the audio of the new iPhone is, I would say it's like not bad at all. The iPhone 12, the audio was like pretty terrible. But the iPhone 13, I feel like the audio is a lot better. One thing is I still have to, when I'm in iMovie, what I do is I select a clip, I go to audio and I pull it all the way up to 400% because otherwise it's very low and you can't really hear very well. But I actually noticed that the iPhone doesn't pick up as much background noise as the Canon G7X when you're outside. So yeah, that's like my final review. I think the quality of the Canon is still better. I mean, it's a camera, so that kind of makes sense. But I feel like the iPhone quality is good enough if you want to just start YouTube, you don't necessarily need to get a camera. I think a phone would actually be better to start with because you can just do all these other things and to promote your YouTube. And then after a while, once you feel like you actually like making videos, then you can just upgrade your camera. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next, and I will see you next time. Bye!